Okay. I hope it's funny when you say it.
I hope so too. Hope I remember to say it.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
It's Super StarCraft Bros.
Gold Wednesday.
Alright, we got a ZVT for you guys today on Antigua Shipyard.
Yeah, we figured we had to make a for all the Zerg that you didn't see last week.
That's because we hate Zerg and they're nasty and ew and I mean, even the larva look disgusting. Larva looks like the larva look like they're wearing like little suits of armor.
Well, you know they do have a lot of armor.
I think the larva should be able to attack. Look at those pinchers.
I know. They could be just like pincher.
Stop. That's no. Don't pinch me. Alright, I'm Jay.
I'm Iron Sparks.
And who's playing today, Iron Sparks?
In our top right corner of Antigua Shipyard, we have our red Zerg B². And in our top left corner, we have our blue Protoss Mr. Death.
Dun dun dun! Solar panels. Hey, I never noticed this.
They're green on Antigua Shipyard.
Yeah. I'd hope so. They're floating in the middle of space. Alright, so let's see. Both players are going to be the gold level. And we are casting on our normal day of the week. So I hope you guys had an amazing Christmas. Or just a fabulous December the 25th.
And you know, some Tuesdays can just be amazing.
Nah. I mean, Tuesdays just naturally have a better predisposition to be amazing because they're not Monday. But I don't know if they can be awesome.
They can be.
My birthday's not on a Tuesday next year, so I don't know which.
No, but you know when it will be?
Next year?
Yeah.
Alright. Hatcher going down for B², and over at Mr. Death's base, floating Overlord getting a ton of scouting information on, and a gateway.
Should we just call him like Grim or something?
No, we're gonna call him Death.
Aren't those kind of like synonymous? Like the Grim Reaper, Death?
Nah, totally different people. Death is more morbid.
Do you think they like get together for tea on Tuesdays?
I believe so. It's a little bit of Earl Grey with a tiny bit of lemon.
What do you think they talk about?
They probably gossip about what's going on in Hades.
Probably.
Is this part of the joke you were telling me about that you were gonna...
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Iron Sparks has this really good joke. I can't wait to hear it. Alright, both players pretty slow build. Holy drones. Paranoid much, B²? Paranoid?
He got it.
I hope so. Every drone got a punch in. Alright, Hatcher going down, Spawning Pool going down for B², both about to finish.
But that one's the Victor.
Actually, no, that's not bad. That timed pretty well. Those drones will be able to start harvesting right when that hatchery finishes. There you go.
This one's
so
a
rebel. That one's a rebel, and he's like, alright, he finally got yelled at.
Alright, so we're looking at not a fast expand coming from Mr. Death. Probably going to be looking at a 4-gate, maybe a 3-gate robo. Probably a 3-gate robo because he is going ahead and getting the second gas rather quickly. Not quite creeping up on that chrono for the Cyber Core.
What is that, like an alliteration line? Sheesh.
But yeah, got the Stalker coming out. Might do a little bit early aggression with the. There we go. There's a robo. Not quite a 3-gate. Might be a. You know, I was reading a little bit earlier. It is maybe sometimes a strategy go for this 1-gate 2 robo.
1-gate 2 robo.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You know, give a heavy emphasis on Immortals. This Zealot is doing a little bit of work, has taken out 2 links, but will fall to this Queen. Because, you know, Queens, they really just destroy pawns.
I'm actually... I was, like, mesmerized by this Zealot. Like, this Zealot has a chance, I think. Those drones hasn't cheated and jumped in on the fight.
No, the Queen would have won.
I don't know. She was more determined to...
Hands down. Get it? Because the Queen's hands are down here.
That was so punny. Alright, Overlords making their way out to do some scouting, and we have a cancel on that. Looks like another gateway was thrown down, or something.
Yeah. So right now we are looking at a kind of 2-gate Robo getting that Immoral. Probably going to be seeing some, yeah, we do have the Sentry. Probably going to see even more production of Sentry just to counteract this Roach Warren that is going to come. Even though it doesn't know it's coming, it's just like, hey, I'm planning as their Roaches are coming.
I would like to see an Observer get out maybe after that first Immortal. I hope that Sentry doesn't get trapped there. But it does look like Death is playing a little bit more conservatively. He's establishing a bit of a wall off first, getting his gateways down so that he can establish his second. But B Squared's taking his third right now, so he's doing the smart thing and doing all Zerg players do, and is getting as many hatcheries and bases as possible.
And Death is going ahead, running out the Observer. So very quick, gonna easily see this third going up. Might even be able to try to. I don't think he will try, but he could potentially deny it. But instead, it looks like he is just gathering up to get this expansion. Got the little bit of wall up going, and now here he does see the third. Gonna see the second. He's gonna go in and see the Roach Warren and double Evo Chamber going down. So he's really gonna know he's on the right track.
Yeah, and scouting information is vital for all the different races. So you know what you need to
Unless
build.
you're Terran.
Terran,
You don't need to scout.
Yeah, yes, you do.
Just make Marines a move.
No, no, that doesn't work, guys. Don't take that as that's gonna work. No gas yet at the main.
Well, that's kind of like a mind trick, you know. Get the gas at the natural. That way, your opponent doesn't know how many gases you have.
I don't know if people played that many mind tricks at the gold level.
Hey, you never know.
Hey, what's up? No. Alright, let's see. Nexus about to finish for Mr. Death. I mean, this has been pretty much just a macro-based game on both sides, but here we go. Death moving out. This will be interesting. I don't think this force is big enough to really do anything.
You know, he is just gonna go ahead and stop up here. He's gonna be in vision of the Zerg player, so the Zerg player is gonna know exactly what's up, knows that it's coming. The Zealot decided to take the really long way around. But he is going to get these reinforcing pylons back there ready to warp in stuff, since he does have warp tech finished and 4 gates out there.
But
pops the Guardian Shield. He's going to be able to take out this queen, going to take out this queen. Going to lose the Stalker. The unfortunate thing is just standing right in this spine.
Which one? I don't see a spine. Spine's gone. There are 26 lings, and here they are to get a surround on these units.
I mean, decent force fields. He prevents the Immortal from getting completely surrounded, but now
here comes the counterattack.
I have a lot of lings coming to your base.
Yeah, that's a huge counterattack. I mean, granted, they are not speedlings. It looks like they're not going to spot these zealots hanging out, but they are going to spot these ones.
And they could take.
And no, they're just going to push each other out of the way.
No one believes in A moving.
No A moving today on the Superstar Garbo shows.
Well, it looks like these lings, these secondary lings, are going to be spot these zealots, going to lose to them without taking out a bit of them. These 2 zealots are doing the job, stopping the flood a little bit, but more zealots going to be enough to take out some of them. The lings will win. Reinforcing zealots coming in from behind to kind of sandwich them up, and Mr. Death should be able to clean this up with another little warp in. Since all the lings aren't doing the damage, they have to jump around a little bit. The Zealots are in optimal position.
Yeah, I mean, if I was B Squared, I think I would have just ran either into the mineral line at that natural or tried to run up the ramp to the main. Staying around the fight, Zealots in a closed spot. I don't know if that was the smartest move.
No, I mean, Zealots aren't good in open field combat, really, but if you get them in close quarters, they're going to win.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't run away from a Zealot, you're dead. I mean, Zealots don't move very fast.
Yeah. So yeah, we got a little bit of Roach production starting to go. These Zealots might be able to do some damage, although there is 2 queens. Might be able to pick off one of them since it is weakened.
And there are going to be Roaches and Lings behind them to take these out. But they're going to get 2 queens.
And going to get a handful of Lings, so these Roaches are going to be able to clean up these Zealots quite easily.
Forces the drones to get pulled from the middle line.
He really didn't. He didn't need to do that. I mean, it's not going to hurt him, but he didn't need to do that.
It drops down his mineral collection just a little bit. 2 forges on the way.
Okay. Accidentally brought those drones with. These drones decided to stick around to fight. Kind of a cushion for the Roaches, even though they didn't really want to be there.
The drone's like, I just want to mine! The Roach was like, shut up and get in the way.
Let's see, so more Roaches are coming out, going to be able to do excellent against this Protoss army unless there's some godlike force fields.
I don't know if you can throw godlike force fields down when you have 2 of them.
That's what I said. I mean, he did get these 2 forges, like you said, but he hasn't really started doing anything with it. He has the gas. These Tyrants are going to go down, going to supply block him.
And it looks like Mr. Death is running back to his base to try and defend against what looks like it's going to be another counterattack by B Squared, this time with roaches.
You know, I think B Squared might sit back a little bit, build up his army a little bit more. He does have the infestation break and this infestor's out, but he does not have pathing glands, so they're not going to be viable as soon as they get out. They're going to have to wait a little bit.
No, but I mean, if he can contain Mr. Death into his base, it doesn't really matter too much.
I mean, Mr. Death is finally getting that attack upgrade 1 and 2, getting out more mortals, which he's really going to need against these roaches. But when the when the infestors come, what do you think he should do to counteract that?
With the infestors, he's definitely going to have to keep them back. Force fields, good placement of the force fields are going to help. If the infestors decide to throw out infested Terrans, and the guardian shields are definitely going to work. So his sentries right now are going to be key to him winning. Fungal is going to definitely just knock out stalkers, knock out zealots. So maybe going a immortal sentry type build might benefit him. But I do see that Templar archives are going down.
Yeah, I think he might just begin that to continue his upgrades. Or he might decide to get a blink or charge, but I think his main focus will be able to move straight on to 2 and 2 as soon as these are done.
Yeah, I think blink would be a good call. Maybe he can blink behind the army and get off the take out the infestors before they run away.
You know, one thing about that, you blink back into the army and you blink right into those roaches.
Yeah, it depends on the placement of the army and exactly how far back they are. But I mean, right now though, he does have a decent amount of sentries. He's going to be able to drop force fields and stop. There's the actual Templar archives. I was doing the Twilight Council, wrong name.
These can be quite fruitful.
You know, DTs. DTs might be a good call right now.
But you know, these, if he gets good positioning, they could feed back the infestors. You could storm them. You can morph them into Archons.
You could, yeah. I mean the high temp feedback would definitely be very beneficial.
And since all these are biological, that's a lot of damage for raining down on them.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Let's see. B Squared went ahead, took his 4th. That was your phone.
I got it. Keep going.
And Mr. Death, go ahead, taking his 3rd, throwing down a bunch of additional gateways, a few pylons, so he's not quite near that supply block thing. But you know, B Squared, the longer he goes, the closer he gets to being maxed out. And he's getting the Spire in the way, about to finish that, getting a bunch of upgrades. I mean, we have adrenal glands, ranged upgrade 2, arm upgrade 2 about to finish. So I mean, we're gonna have cracklings out on the field.
Yeah, this looks very, very scary. And again, we have cracklings out on the field before the 17-minute mark. So B Squared definitely macroing like a bouse.
I mean,
liking this.
Mr. Death knows the infestation pit. Yeah, I said that right. Is here, but he does not know about this greater Spire.
No, and if
this expansion.
If those Broodlords are able to get out for B Squared, and enough of them are able to get out, it's gonna be rough. I know you're pointing at hallucination right now. I do not know how effective hallucination is going to be. It might help throw off. It might actually help throw off the broodlings if he hallucinates a bunch of ground units, maybe, or.
But
I mean, it'll allow him to get a lot of scouting in without having to sacrifice or show that he does have observers on the field. I don't know.
He is going to be sacrificing something.
Yeah, he's going to be sacrificing force fields that he's desperately going to need to cut off the broodlings from attacking his army.
I mean,
I like how this infestor has like an entourage of overlords. Like, come with me. I love, if you guys have not checked out Carbot Animations, Starcrafts, their little animated series, you need to check out the infestor in there because they're hilarious. Because it's like this little cute purple infestor with the tongue sticking out constantly. I love them. They're adorable.
See, Hydroden and Graded Fur about to finish simultaneously. You also have Burrow coming, so that'll be very helpful for...
Can sneak in infestors.
Let's see, so he went and chose to hallucinate a Phoenix, which will be good against... for nothing. It'll be good for scouting.
Yeah, he needs to use it right now for scouting. He might reveal that he does have hallucination on the field now. He needs to send that off.
Even if he makes the Zerg opponent think he does have Phoenix on the way, I don't think that'll stop Broodlord production. Because you know what? He's got a Hydroden.
Yeah, and he's going to have...
Mutas, and he's going to have Corruptors, because he's not going to be able to morph
in all of those. He's going to have +3 range attack.
Exactly.
It doesn't... I mean, it's not going to matter.
It was a good idea, but...
I mean, he needs to scout with that hallucinated Phoenix right now. That's what he needs to do.
which it's gone now.
Well, it does look like we're going at 156 supply army from Mr. Death going up against a maxed out B squared army. This is not going to be pretty. Now those Archons in the mix are going to do a lot of damage.
But they're only going to do a lot of damage if they're able to get to the other army.
Yeah, a couple Broodlings were launched out, and they're trying to eat away at these Archons with the mic. And the Mr. Death army is like, hell no, we're going home.
Alright, so Mr. Death in response to this getting Blink so he can try to pick off those Broodlords. And he's getting attack upgrade and armor upgrade 3, whereas, you know, B-Squared isn't falling behind on his upgrades either. I mean, he's just starting his melee attack, but armor's almost 3, our range upgrade's almost 3.
It's interesting, he got the Crackling upgrade, but he doesn't have the melee upgrade. So they attack faster, but they're not going to do additional damage.
But you know, I don't think he's worried about it. I mean, these, if you get these into, like, the mineral line, you know, if you get these into the base, you know, you don't really need that attack upgrade. If you're just able to do a lot of damage.
Well, there's Storm. What Mr. Death really needs now, he needs to throw on maybe a couple extra pylons just in case any of them get knocked out so he doesn't get supply blocked. And it looks like he's going to try and hold at the ramp of his base.
Attack.
And again, we have a little bit of hesitation, but it looks like here we do. Here we go! Alright, here's the big battle. Zealots in the front, so good placement on the units. Archon's doing the laser beams.
I mean, the Infestors and Broodlords are very far in the back, so they're not able to do a lot initially, but a lot of Infested Terran going down. He's going to be able to march up here, take the third, but he's going to be sandwiched if the Protoss does decide to come down and attack.
He'll be able to pick off these very slow-moving Infestors. Actually,
Infestors and Broodlords are trying for the taking. If they come, these Archons are going to be right under him, going to be doing a lot of splash damage along with the Stalkers. These Broodlords are gone.
They are gone, but look at this huge army of Infestors and Roaches, and a ton of Infested Terrans thrown down. That's a lot of Infested Terrans.
A lot of these Archons are doing nothing. They were just kind of fidgeting around, not doing a lot of damage, and all these Roaches and Infested Terrans turning around with these with this +3 attack upgrade, just tearing through this Protoss army.
And now, I mean, the Broodlords are gone, but look at that army, and again, it's a fully maxillary army is that a 6 or an 8? 84 Lings!
I know. I mean, and he didn't even have to throw off any fungals.
No, I mean, it's been all Infested Terran all day.
I mean, why not? You have +3, why not use it?
You know, we had a blink from the Stalkers already, so they're not going to have that energy.
And those fall down quickly, these Roaches doing a lot of damage, these Cracklings, even if they don't do a lot of damage, you can't attack your opponent.
No, I mean, when you have 84 Lings, you just, unless you have Colossus and there's that was a rage quit.
And just looks like Mr. Duth wasn't able to square root B-Squared. That's my joke.
Oh, math humor. Alright guys, leave a comment down below on how you think Mr. Death and B-Squared did in this battle.
Hit that like button.
Subscribe. Share.
Yeah.
Have a great day. Good luck, have fun on the ladder. Hopefully you've been enjoying your post-holiday day off, hopefully.
Oh yeah, season just locked earlier this week.
Yeah, so get going on your games so you can rank up higher in your ladder, and good luck, have fun with that.
GG.
GG.